Don't be shocked if I say narcissistic abuse does not end with no contact. Because it's not just psychological abuse, it's not just what they do with your mind, it is the spiritual abuse which destroys you the most. What if I told you that the battle begins the minute it becomes energetic? You see, a lot of narcissists keep fighting you on a level that is deeper than mind. They fight you spiritually, and that's why it's called spiritual abuse for a reason. Their goal does not only become to wound your confidence or destroy your peace of mind, they aim to disturb your connection with calm, clarity, and the divine. They want to block the very source they know gives you strength and insight. If you lose that, you lose the part of yourself that sees through them, which is why they're the enemy. That's why protecting yourself is so important. In this episode, I will share 5 clear signs that a narcissist is fighting you spiritually. These signs go far beyond the usual red flags and the psychology you hear about. They reach into places inside you that are sacred. By the end of this episode, you will understand how these tactics work and what steps you can take to guard your spirit. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe because your subscription helps in spreading awareness about narcissistic abuse. Let's break down each sign. Number 1, they invade your prayer and meditation space. A narcissist cannot stand the thought of you finding power in silence, prayer, or meditation. Whenever you connect with peace or with the divine, you grow stronger, and that makes them lose control. They may not always storm in loudly. Sometimes they slip in quietly. They pretend to just be there. Other times, they create distractions or mock your focus. One person that I know told me her partner would sneak into the room while she meditated and then wave a feather in front of her face, saying, "If you were truly deep in meditation, this would not disturb you." Do you see the craziness? Another survivor shared how her partner would stand next to her while she prayed and then stare until she felt uneasy. This behavior is not easy to explain through psychology alone, is it? On a spiritual level, it shows how much they fear your ability to draw strength from something higher than them. They do not want you to access discernment or comfort that makes them irrelevant. Protecting this space is essential. They know very well if you wake up the divine within you, if you channel that energy, you will simply let go of them and their control will not work. And that's the reason why they get in the way. If you're still living with them or they can influence your spiritual space, you need to understand you have to draw a sacred boundary. If you cannot be alone at home, go outside, sit under a tree, literally, or find a place where they cannot intrude. But do whatever it takes to connect with the source that keeps guiding you. That is your true help. Number 2, they twist your sacred symbols and rituals. Another unbelievable way a narcissist attacks you spiritually is by damaging or mocking the things that connect you to faith, peace, or higher purpose. They do not just criticize your beliefs, they aim to poison the tools that give you strength. My father, for example, hated my prayer beads. They were my only comfort as a child. But upon noticing, he would grab them away from me and then would stretch them and let the beads scatter, basically break them, and then force me to think I was pretending to be holy, that there was no realness to what I was doing. That's how shame begins. Little by little, they make your sacred objects feel dirty or fake. They may roll their eyes at the way you pray, laugh when you light a candle, or mock the way you sit in meditation. Over time, you start to doubt yourself. Am I just acting? Am I too much? Maybe I should stop. The truth is they fear anything that gives you a sense of belonging to something bigger than their control. But don't let them rewrite the meaning of your rituals. Don't let them decide whether your spirituality is real or not, because it is real and your heart knows that. Let it nourish your soul the way narcissists never could. Don't let their alien voice hijack your mind and drown you in shame that's not even yours to carry. Number 3, they provoke moral crises to block your soul's discernment. Soul's discernment is the quiet voice inside that tells you what is right or wrong. inner compass. It's not loud or dramatic, it's steady and calm. It keeps you seeing people clearly for who they are, choose healthy paths, and leave what harms you. And that's the biggest obstacle in the way of that narcissist, which is why they desperately try to hijack that voice. They keep you busy with chaos, arguments, guilt, or endless lessons. They present religion, ethics, or philosophy in a way that makes you feel small or constantly wrong. My father painted God as this angry tyrant sitting on a throne ready to punish anyone who disobeyed. The message was clear. If you want to obey God, you must obey me because that is actual obedience. That is what God wants you to do. That is far from the truth. Because in a narcissist's life, there is no real God. Yes, there could be religious orthodoxy, but there is no truth to it. Their true God is their own ego, and they keep following its commands. My inner voice at the time kept saying that discernment, this isn't right. Love and fairness are what faith is about. But the noise around me made it hard to trust that truth. A narcissist wants to keep you distracted because if you listen to your soul, you will see them for who they are. You'll walk away. That's why protecting your inner compass is vital. They do not want you to rebel against their authority. They do not want you to find your life's purpose. That is the job of the enemy. These evil forces want to keep you busy with what? With pain, anxiety, with all the trauma and all the chaos they keep creating in your life. And your job is to see through it by protecting yourself, by tuning into that soul's discernment, letting that voice come up, let it guide you despite all the gaslighting. I know it's very difficult, but that is the next step for you. Your soul's discernment is your best friend. Do not let that narcissist voice suppress it. Spend time in silence, journal your thoughts, listen to your heart, even when someone else tells you not to. Number 4, they manufacture spiritual science to control your intuition. This is advanced level. Spiritual narcissists are the most dangerous because they know the language of wisdom. They can sound enlightened, kind, and divinely inspired, but their aim is control. They may plant seeds or ideas to make you believe you are destined to stay. A lot of survivors have told me about dreams that felt powerful, almost holy, but were designed to pull them back into a toxic bond. They may collect verses from sacred texts, twist them, and say, see, this means you can't leave. It's your duty to heal this relationship. They can even create false synchronicities, signs that seem to confirm their role in your life. They could say things like, oh, we are meant to be together because we are soulmates, or we have a connection not from this life but from a past life, or we are twin flames. None of that is true. That is just a form of language they know how to use and weaponize against you. These tricks hijack your intuition. They make you depend on the narcissist or the spiritual connection they say you have with them than the guidance you are receiving from the actual divine power. When you see these signs, they say, pause, ask yourself, does this message bring clarity and freedom, or does it bind me with fear and guilt? True guidance will never enslave you. That is how you classify real divinity from the satanic messages they want you to believe in. Number 5, and the last one, they drain your life force. A narcissist will do everything to drain your energy. Energy vampirism, it's called, right? You may notice that after talking with them, even for a short time, you feel heavy, blank, or exhausted. You start yawning. Your body can feel like it's carrying extra weight. Thoughts grow foggy. Even praying or meditating seem impossible because you feel so flat. This is not just being tired. A true energy vampire feeds on your attention, emotions, and reactions. Whether you are defending yourself, trying to please them, or silently absorbing their attacks, they take in that life force. And you must understand why, because that's what they depend on. Without your life force, they are nothing. They are energetic vampires. And this has spiritual significance. In spiritual terms, they become those energetic blocks that stop you from moving forward. Your soul is destined to transcend. It has a purpose. You just didn't come here to live and die. No, you are here to fulfill a divine purpose, whether you believe in it or not. Everybody has something to do. Everybody has a calling, and the narcissist does not want you to find yours. That is the real reason why they are getting in the way. I keep saying there is a light in you. I do not say it because it sounds good to say. No, There is an explanation to it, and this is it. So, to heal, you must learn to protect your energy. You must set limits on how much access they have to your time if they're still in your life, and also your mind and emotions. Practice breathing slowly. Visualize light filling you. Spend time in nature and keep supportive people close. To bring it all together, narcissistic abuse is not always loud or obnoxious. It can reach into the deepest places of your heart, the place where you hold faith, meaning, and peace. If someone invades your prayer space, mocks your rituals, clouds your moral compass, manufactures false signs, or leaves you feeling empty and drained, they're facing a level of abuse that attacks your spirit. Another level, right? Advanced level. But you're not powerless. And I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.